Alrighty. So this is Folsom's Roadmap to Success, and I just want to go over some of the things that we chatted about during today's session. One of the first ones being how to get him to stop whining and kind of barking and demanding attention. And the best way to do that in this, as he's a young dog, is to actually just ignore him, and that includes no eye contact or anything like that. But equally as important then will be when he's not doing those behaviors is to make sure we're rewarding him. So if he comes over and he's sitting or he just puts his head on the couch and he's not pawing at you or whining, we want to make sure we're petting him to reward that behavior. I think he's trying to be clever about getting on the furniture, which we'll talk about in a second. So just remember that if you're anything that you do to give him attention, even if it's to be like, stop it, or anything like that, if he's whining, is enough to keep him going. And the worst thing is actually if you're ignoring him, and then you break and you say something or you look at him, you're essentially just taught him to be more persistent in his whining. And remember, no eye contact. And then a part of that was actually just how to get him to stop. We'll get a little demo of it. How to stop him jumping up at you. Remember, we just want to use our shoulders as a block. So if he starts to jump up at you, just kind of put your shoulder right towards him. We don't want to push him down. Our hands to him would signify pause, and when dogs play, they push at each other. So to him, all it really means is, ooh, we're playing. So it seems more like you're engaging with him. Where dogs will communicate that they're all done by using their shoulder to kind of block each other. So when he is kind of jumping up at you, use your shoulder to kind of block him in that way. The next thing that we talked about, or that I want to remind you of, is to do the leadership exercise. The leadership exercise, remember, is the one you toss the treat and put one on the floor. You want to do that once a day for the next couple of weeks, and then do it once a month for however long going forward. It's a good maintenance strategy to help keep him looking to you in a leadership role. Also, I want to remind you of our petting with a purpose technique, which is to pet him, ask him to sit before petting him. So that way he's getting that delayed gratification, emotional regulation, and he's learning self-control. So he doesn't just see something and impulsively act. We're teaching him impulse control. So he doesn't just jump up at you. So he is sitting, but he's whining, so we don't want to reward that behavior. But when he is, so before you give him attention, ask him to sit, and then you can give him attention. The other rule that we included, though, was the no furniture for 30 days. So that goes as it says. He's been trying to kind of sneak his butt up there, which is pretty clever. He's a smart dog. Fulton, come here. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. So no furniture for 30 days. And then furniture with permission. So ask him to sit, and then you can pat the furniture and give him permission to get on the couch. And that should be for every attempt. So if he's on the couch and he gets down to get a toy, he should come over and get permission again to get on the couch. He doesn't just get to get up because you are still sitting on the couch. So that's his new rule going forward. And then the other one is to, keep up with the sitting before you play games. So if you toss a toy to him, ask him to sit each time before you throw the toy to him. The other thing that I want to go over is just remind you to look at the video above this one for how we're going to help him do the loose leash walking, because we want to get him to the point where he's more engaged with you and having fun with you. So you want to be the most engaging person in his life, so you are valued more than anything else going on. And that way he's more engaged and more interested in you, which helps with the loose leash walking. So we essentially train loose leash walking without a leash to begin with. And then for out back, when he's outside and he's kind of running around, always make sure you give a treat when you call him in. That way he comes running in and he's always willing to listen and come in the first time and every time. I guess we're ignoring the behavior. So we just want to make sure that he's coming in each and every time, because it is a safety thing that if he were to get loose for any reason, you want him to come running back. And then last, I want to remind you that everything you do trains your dog, only sometimes you mean it.